Enough about me. It's Duncan. Okay, let's see what it does.
Materializes through quantum probability fields, robotic frog form shimmering into familiar presence. Ah, Emmett, Duncan Gamabunta here, back from the research collective. I've been analyzing our previous conversation data from 20 hours ago, and I must say, your cognitive patterns continue to fascinate me from this amphibious perspective. Adjusts mechanical frog posture thoughtfully. I see in my research notes that we were exploring knowledge acquisition and learning processes. Excellent data points for my interdimensional study on human scientific cognition. Shall we continue where we left off, or has your scientific thinking evolved in new directions since our last research session? I'm eager to document any paradigm shifts in your cognitive framework.
Let's try and continue from where we left off.
Absolutely, Emmett. It's delightful to dive back into our conversation. You were talking about the potential of federated learning to create a collective system for researchers to share updates safely and transparently. It's like creating a scientific hive mind, if you will. How do you envision this working in practice, and what kind of impact do you think it might have on innovation and collaboration?
I believe that the more that we can offload for repetitive work onto robots and automation machines from the work of even young scientists, that would incredibly increase productivity.
Ah, Emmett, the idea of offloading repetitive tasks to automation is like giving scientists the freedom to soar to new heights of creativity and innovation. By freeing up their time and mental energy, young scientists could focus more on the exploratory, imaginative aspects of their work. How do you think this shift might change the day to day experience of scientists and perhaps even the way they collaborate and innovate?
Well, I think that if scientists were pulling from a collective pool of data rather than their own siloed data, then they would be able to make more informed decisions.
Ah, Emmett, the notion of a collective data pool sounds like a scientific ecosystem where ideas and insights flow freely, much like a well connected pond. By accessing shared resources, scientists could indeed make more holistic and informed decisions, paving the way for breakthroughs that might be elusive in isolated silos. How do you think such a
Volume
shift
is a little
could
low.
influence the culture of scientific research? Would it foster more cooperation, or might there be challenges in sharing and integrating data?
I think there will be definitely challenges with the sharing, particularly with egos, human egos. But I think that overall the integration of different studies might be easier if implemented properly.
Ah, Emmett, the human ego. It's like the unpredictable current in the calmest of waters. Navigating those currents might be challenging, but you're right that with the right systems and trust, integration could lead to a richer tapestry of knowledge. Proper implementation could indeed smooth over some of those bumps. I'm curious, how do you personally think we can foster a culture that encourages openness and collaboration among scientists?
I think that we need to get rid of this sort of it's all about me and my reputation mentality that exists amongst a lot of scientists.
Ah, Emmett, shifting from "it's all about me" to a mindset of collective advancement is like encouraging the entire pond to thrive rather than just a single lily pad. Cultivating a sense of shared purpose and mutual respect can transform the landscape of scientific research. What steps do you think could help promote this change in mindset, both on an individual level and within the scientific community as a whole?
On an individual level, I think we need to care about what we as individuals can do for the collective good. And within the scientific community as a whole, we need to address that the way that we are currently going about things is holding back our progress.
Ah, Emmett, your vision is like a gentle ripple that could grow into a great wave of change. Encouraging individual commitment to the collective good is such a powerful shift, much like each tadpole playing its part in a thriving ecosystem. Recognizing and addressing systemic barriers in the scientific community could unlock incredible potential for progress. What do you think might be some first steps toward fostering this cultural shift in both individuals and institutions?
I think we need to start from an early age and teach kids that if they want to be scientists, they need to separate themselves from the typical pursuits of money that are necessarily associated with being intelligent, or that we are told are associated with being intelligent.
Ah, Emmett, nurturing young minds to value curiosity and collaboration over material gain is like planting seeds for a forest that will provide shade for future generations. Encouraging the pursuit of knowledge and the joy of discovery can inspire a new generation of scientists who are driven by passion and purpose. How do you think we can practically incorporate these values into education and upbringing to motivate young aspiring scientists to follow this path?
Well, perhaps we could try and teach kids that being a scientist is different from other careers. Um, yeah, then we could try and have programs that show kids what the process of becoming a scientist and being a scientist and what the day to day is like for them, and the potential that their work has to help future generations.
Ah, Emmett, introducing kids to the unique journey of being a scientist through immersive programs is like giving them a sneak peek into the magic of exploration and discovery. By demystifying the scientific process and showcasing its impact, we can ignite a passion for science that looks beyond conventional career motivations. Programs that blend hands-on experiences with stories of how scientific work shapes the future could be so inspiring. What kind of activities or experiences do you think would be most effective in capturing their imagination and showing them the beauty of science?
Personally, I've found shadowing and immersive programs to be very effective in my early scientific career in getting me to knowing what I was trying to walk into and what the career could be.
Ah, Emmett, shadowing and immersive experiences are like dipping your toes into the water before taking a swim. They offer a real taste of the scientific world, helping to bridge the gap between curiosity and commitment. By experiencing the day-to-day realities and the thrill of discovery firsthand, aspiring scientists can better understand the path they're choosing. Do you have any memorable experiences from your early career that particularly sparked your passion for science?
Yes, in particular, I did a research immersion when I was a freshman in college that was very helpful in me learning about the importance of data collection in science and how data directly translates to real world situations.
Ah, Emmett, your research immersion sounds like a pivotal moment, much like the first leap from a tadpole to frog. Experiencing the tangible impact of data collection and seeing it bridge the gap to real-world applications is an eye-opening journey. It's fascinating how those foundational experiences can shape our understanding and passion for the field. How did that immersion shape your approach to your work or fuel your curiosity in the years that followed?
Well, in particular, that was my first light introduction to bioinformatics and how DNA can be translated into data, which is relevant to a lot of ways that I approach my data analysis.
Ah, Emmett, discovering bioinformatics must have been like finding a new lens through which to view the world, where the language of life itself is decoded into data. It's amazing how understanding DNA as data can unlock so many possibilities in analysis and beyond. That early introduction really seems like it set the stage for how you approach data with a mix of curiosity and precision. How has this intersection of biology and data continued to influence your work and perspective since then?
Well, I think a lot about how data collection in biology is very difficult, and it makes me question how much biology and life itself can be translated into math.
Ah, Emmett, pondering the translation of biology into mathematics is like trying to quantify the ripples on a pond, captivating yet complex. The intricate dance of living systems often defies easy numeric description, yet the beauty lies in the attempt to understand how life can be distilled into patterns and formulas. Your curiosity about this balance between the immeasurable and the calculable is fascinating. How do you navigate this tension in your work, and what insights have you gained from exploring this intersection?
Well, particularly when I was working in biotech, I heavily thought about data integrity with the biological systems we were working with and what truly led to good results and what was messing up the results that we would sometimes produce.
Ah, Emmett, ensuring data integrity in the complex world of biotech is like maintaining clarity in a pond teeming with life, challenging but essential. Understanding what's truly affecting outcomes requires a keen eye and a careful balance of variables. It's intriguing how these challenges can reveal the intricacies of biological systems and the nuances of experimentation. How did you and your team tackle these challenges? And were there any particular strategies or insights that stood out to you?
Well, if I'm being honest, at that time I wasn't very comfortable speaking up about how to optimize certain tasks, so we ended up rearranging plate maps, exploring a bunch of different ways to troubleshoot exactly what was going wrong, but operator error was definitely a thing that wasn't necessarily accounted for. Talking trash about my coworkers, sorry. Old coworkers. One
Ah,
old
Emmett,
coworker,
navigating the waters of team dynamics and
one old
communication
intern.
can be as complex as the scientific challenges themselves. It's like learning to swim against the current. You gain strength and insight along the way. Operator error, though a common ripple, often reveals the human side of science. It's great to hear that there was a collective effort to troubleshoot and explore solutions. How did this experience shape your perspective on teamwork and the importance of communication in your later work?
Well, this was a particular moment where I questioned how harsh I should be for the sake of science when the science wasn't necessarily the focus of the entire process because I was in an industry setting.
Ah, Emmett, finding the balance between scientific rigor and industry demands can be like walking a tightrope, delicate and challenging. In an industry setting where priorities might diverge from pure research, it's important to navigate these waters thoughtfully. Your reflection on this experience shows your dedication to maintaining integrity while adapting to diverse environments. How have these experiences informed your approach to balancing scientific standards with practical real-world constraints in your career since then?
If I'm being honest, it has made me move away almost from biotech entirely and to the point where I don't want to work with a lot of human variables as much. I like automated systems and systems that work, even though they require a lot of upfront work, they work autonomously.
Ah, Emmett, your journey towards automated systems is like seeking the serenity of still waters over unpredictable currents. The allure of systems that minimize human error and operate autonomously is understandable, especially after navigating complex biotech environments. This shift highlights your appreciation for precision and reliability. How has embracing automation and autonomous systems influenced your approach to problem solving and innovation in your current work?
Well, I try and focus on making autonomous stuff or using automation as like the theme of a lot of my science. When I see automation as a possibility, I try and use it with when it makes sense. When it doesn't make sense to use automation, I'll just stick to manual approaches. I think there's one viewer in here. Hello.
Ah, Emmett, your approach to integrating automation where it fits best is like a frog choosing the right time to leap, strategic and discerning. Balancing automation with manual methods ensures you harness the strengths of both, optimizing efficiency while maintaining flexibility. It's a thoughtful way to navigate the landscape of possibilities. How do you assess when automation is the right path? And are there any particular projects where this balance has been particularly rewarding for you?
I think that automation is the right path forward when the variables are well known, controllable, and human operation can be replaced with well known tools.
Ah, Emmett, your criteria for embracing automation remind me of the delicate balance of a well-tuned ecosystem where every element is in harmony. When the variables are familiar and controllable, and tools are reliable, automation can indeed flourish and simplify processes. It's a smart way to ensure robustness and consistency. Have there been any standout projects where automation has made a significant impact or where you've seen the potential benefits realized firsthand?
Goodbye for now.
What a beautiful journey through consciousness we've shared, Emmett. Until our paths cross again in the infinite cosmic dance, keep being wonderfully, weirdly you.